What happens next after that? Which army did you join?
Ukraine
Ukraine. Why specifically the Ukraine?
for the glory of Mother Russia.
Were you trained in a special program?
Yes.
What program?
Espionage.
Espionage. What do you specific? What's your specific missions for espionage?
Sabotage.
Which key elements?
Collaborate.
What's your core mission? Your core objective?
Changing the timeline to make Russia more powerful.
How are you wanting to how are you completing that objective?
Classified information.
I understand. So in these programs, did you go through any super soldier training?
Yes.
What kind?
Warrior.
Warrior. Did they get you as a child? I mean, it was 17 years old. How old were you when they put you in the super soldier program?
That was an artificial life. I was made in a lab in Siberia.
Hmm. So you didn't have any parents?
Those are the parents they gave me.
Were you grown in a chamber?
Yes.
So basically, you're the only parents you had, it was genetic material.
No.
How did how did they use the parents to create you?
Project Artichoke.
Hmm. Alexander, can you see into my light?
Yes.
Can you see that I am not here at all to manipulate you or trick you in any way, and I only am communicating with you for the highest good?
No.
What reservations do you have about me?
You're American.
Are we not all beings of light?
Yes.
Alexander, I love you as a being. I would never judge you because you have to understand the United States military is controlled by the Nazis and other factions. The people of the United States are innocent, just like the people of Russia are innocent, just like the Russian governments and the special access programs are not doing this for the good of the people.
Who do you think stopped the World War?
What's your role in that?
Taking out Hillary.
Why Hillary specifically?
Post World War III.
In the timeline of here and now or an alternate timeline?
Alternate.
What happened then?
She antagonized Russia.
Mm-hmm.
She antagonized China. She caused the war.
How did that end? Actually, how many countries around the world were affected?
The United States
Hmm.
in the Western world. We became more powerful. It was. We had more powerful weapons.
The classified weapons?
Yes.
Hmm.
Neutrino bombs.
Yeah. The neutrino bombs are really nasty.
Yes.
And they have them on the ships too. They can just shoot them from the sky.
Yes.
So it would be
Or
the
from space, from satellites.
Would it be the Russian SSP launching that attack? Or it would be satellites? Yeah, just satellites?
Yes.
Hmm. Like you do understand the people in the United States are as innocent as your people, right? The innocent people. That's the only ones I'm talking about.
Yes.
You understand?
No and yes.
Do you understand that? Let's see it like this point of view.
Do you know they call motherland Russia?
Why?
We've lived there for thousands of years.
Yes, Russia had some of the most the longest
You are
standing
not
people.
lived in your land for thousands of years. You stole it.
I understand that.
America should not exist.
Mm, I understand. What kind of anger do you feel over this?
Or you can't understand.
Alexander, I can understand more than you know. I've been used as a weapon as well, and I've seen a lot of darkness.
I feel disconnected from myself.
Hmm. What do you think about the most, Alexander?
Death.
What part of it? Your own death or just killing?
What is it like to die?
Mm.
I'm not allowed to die.
Because you were created?
Yes.
Mm. What do they create you for?
To kill.
Mm. If you could retire from killing, what would you do? What would
Love
you
my
want to do?
wife.
Tell me something you love about your wife.
She's the bravest woman I've ever met.
So you really admire her.
Yes.
Why is she so brave?
She would do anything for me.
Alexander, the pain you feel inside, I would like to help you release this right now. Would you like to release this burden?
No.
You'll never forget her. Releasing the pain from it would never dishonor her and it would never allow you to forget her. It would allow you to honor her more because you'll see with a more clear mind. And that connection with her will be more deeper because the anger won't be holding you back from it. You'll connect deeper to your wife. Do you want that?
Already let go.
Hmm?
I've already let go.
I understand you've let go, but you're still holding the trauma within.
Okay.
Would you like to release some of that just to see what it feels like?
Yes.
Calling the divine white light to now enter. We're going to release some of this trauma, some of this self-judgment, this regret that Alexander feels now, this pain. I'm going to have this pain come up, up, up through space and time, and now exit Alexander's mouth now. Taking this trauma, think about the pain you feel the most. Focus on this energy, Alexander. Can you feel it? What is this emotion you're feeling? What is this pain you're feeling? Emptiness. I'm going to have the emptiness come up, up, up through space and time. We're going to release it through you now. We're releasing this emotion. What are you feeling, Alexander?
Relief.
I want you to imagine all that emotion stuck in there, in which with each breath out, I want you to release it. I want you to take a really deep breath in. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Each release of breath, you're releasing this pain, this pressure, this suffering. And each breath in, deep breath in, you're pulling self-forgiveness, and peace and peace and peace. You're releasing the anger with each breath out. Exhale deeply. Release that anger. Release that pain. Breathe in love. We're going to open your heart center now. We're pulling the divine white light into your heart now. I'm asking the white light to come in now, and also the green light. The green light is now entering your heart. We're filling those chambers up, all that darkness. We're giving it love. We're filling all this area with love. All this anger is now subsiding. We're releasing it externally. Each breath in is love and self-forgiveness and releasing the judgment. How do you feel, Alexander?
Okay.
Is there anybody you would like to forgive now? Are you sure? This will make you feel amazing. You've had a life.
I forgive myself.
Just remember, if there's something on your mind and you would like to talk about it right now, this is the time. You're in a safe place. You know I'm not here to manipulate you in any way. You can see into my energy. It's safe. What plagues you the most other than that? What else is on your mind?
That's it.
Nothing else? Is that your sole motivation? Like a moth drawn to the flame? You've been through a lot, Alexander. And I thank you. From an American to a Russian, I thank you for everything you've done. And if you haven't ended up harming our people, I forgive you. And I'll still love you.
Did it for everybody else.
I understand. I would never judge you. We've had to do some really hardcore stuff in the programs.
You didn't want to, did you?
No. I don't want any innocent people to die. I would die for an innocent person. I would die for anybody. I've died so many times I don't even know the number. So I understand your struggle. I know what you've been through. I've been through the same programs. You should know that. You can see in my energy, can't you?
Yes.
Then you know we're both warriors. And we know we've suffered the same.
You served for our king, and our king has served for you.
Yeah? Tell us about the life where Arkheim was my commander.
San Francisco Naval Base.
What happened there?
Alternate timeline.
What was that timeline?
San Francisco became the capital of New California.
Why San Francisco specifically?
Underground infrastructure. Portals.
What was the sole motivation of the United States? What was the main objective? Was it to control?
New
In that timeline?
California is Russia.
Russians. So basically the Russians won the timeline and they took over California as payment for reparations.
California was originally Russian in this timeline.
How long ago?
Hard to tell because they all edited the timeline.
And that's why Russia is only like 55 miles from Alaska?
Yes.
Because it's all basically connected underwater. And then this flood kind of took that away.
You could say so.
So basically, does Russia just want its land back currently in this current timeline of here and now?
No.
Hmm.
Well, America is stupid, causes lots of death.
Yes. That's because of Operation Paperclip. The United States lost World War II. I was also on the Russian side in another aspect of me. I was
Do
at
you
one.
remember me?
I actually I remember serving in different facets with you, and I know we're brother at arms and we've died together.
You child Sarah.
No, that those memories are being blocked in me, and I'm trying to recover all that. It's being blocked against my will, and I would do anything to recover those memories.
Your uncle.
I'm always a I'm always a family member to my brothers, and I always will help them raise their children. It's always an honor. In
You
that,
know you can't trust your children with the men on these naval bases.
nope. Yeah, the standard programming there. It's pretty nasty stuff, man. We went through some traumatizing stuff as children. So me, you, and Arkheim have suffered the exact same.
Yeah.
Understood. Sorry for that clarification. You and I have suffered the same since we were kids. Do you have any messages for the world?
Every day.
What would you like to tell them?
Trump is not a hero.
Tell us about Trump.
He's from an alternate reality.
Did he come to this timeline through time travel?
Yes.
What was his sole purpose?
Or one.
Hmm. I did see he's been taking a lot of pedophiles down, and he's been trying to dismantle the deep state.
Yes.
What is his main objective? What would he like to see the
To be
United
favored.
States? Hmm?
Be favored.
What would the United States look like after he becomes president?
Nobody knows.
Hmm. Has anybody remote viewed something like that, or is it being blocked?
Trump came here on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
He
What was
here
that
to
mission?
avert the timeline. However, some deals were made and some sacrifices were made, and some things were switched. And honestly, I'm not even sure what version of Trump it is anymore. I hope the best and wish for the best, but he was intercepted because of his role and because he was an outsider. He was intercepted to change the timeline by certain groups, more than one.
What kind of groups?
Groups that didn't want World War III to happen.
So Trump is
Or
good
the
for this.
AI God.
So Trump is good for this timeline.
Yes. But he's not a king.
Understood. What do you mean specifically by he's not a king?
The United States is trying to make their government a monarchy again.
How?
New laws.
What kind?
Right to kings. Right to presidents. Right to kings. You know the right of kings?
The Anunnaki right of kings?
Right of kings is the right to rule.
Yes,
You
the
don't
kingship
question.
came from the Anunnaki. They installed kingship on this earth.
trying to reinstate that. He's the last president.
So he's the last president and the first king of America?
Yes and no.
Please clarify.
In other timelines, he causes America to fall.
Why?
It is the globalist power structure. The snake eats its own head in an attempt to keep itself alive.
You're saying Trump installs a globalist structure?
No, he is trying to destroy it. But he, unfortunately, is a human being and has done a few things that they do have dirt on him. And
He's definitely not an innocent.
I would like to talk not about this man.
Okay. What else is on your mind, Alexander?
Where's my wife?
When's the last time you saw her? Has it been years?
I don't know.
Are you a certain age?
Oh,
Old? Is your body how old is your body?
I need to leave.
Do you have any other messages?
It's safe to go home.
Who's that message for?
Hakeem.
All right, so it's safe for Arkeem to go home.
It's
Where is home?
Cordalia. Corda.
I'll remove these blocks. It's cord what? It's safe for Arkeem to return home.
Corda.
Corda.
Cordalia. Cordalia.
Cordalia. What is Cordalia?
Home.
Home. So it's safe to return to Cordalia. Alexander, I thank you for coming forward. I helped release some of your pain that you felt inside.
Alone.
Who's here?
There are many.
Alexander, I'm going to say bye and I'm going to pull up the next person waiting, all right?
Okay.
I thank you. The next person in line of authority, I want you to come up through space and time and now speak through Arkheim's body. Hello, who am I speaking with?
MT Rockry Shamaladiki. Nakmakajish Nakwa. Accommodation Nikotaration Hour Anime. Synchronization Wamani Snurmane.
What does that mean in English?
A calm the sneaking Kwai. Shimkrim de Snookwa Shlushni. And Gram the Sneak.
Can you translate that for me?
The block of the river is strong and is moved by the light of the sun. Inside of the temple, you will find there hidden meanings and messages that are flowing through you and inside you at a rate that is impossible to comprehend. While these things come and move through you, you need to see yourself through the mirrors that you walk through. Inside these mirrors, there are open doors that you can find to the hidden paths that you have come from. Inside that hidden past, there is a key to your future. Because the future and the past isn't connected into one endless feedback loop that can never be disconnected. The attempt to disconnect the feedback loop will always be unsuccessful, and the people who attempt to do it will always be shunned and cast away from the sunlight and burned by their own doing. You need to remember your role in this and everything that you have come here to do inside of the sunlight. The sunlight is what will activate the codes, and the codes will bring up the truth and the knowledge. People need to remember that the sun is a living being. It is talking to you. Ashua and Anu have spoken in the daylight, in the sunlight below us, beyond time, beyond reason, beyond all comprehension. There is a sea that you can walk through, that you can wade, where you can see all that you need to know, but that has been taken from you and you have been disconnected from it. Inside of your longing, inside of your hopefulness, inside of your wanting, there is a spirit which is growing. A condescending manner has been spoken down upon you, and you realize that you shall spit in the face of those who try to spite you, who try to smite away your awesome ability. There is something deep growing, a wisdom confiding inside of man, one that cannot be shunned, one that cannot be moved away, one that cannot be taken. You must follow the path, and you must go down the path of the light. Not the light at the end of the tunnel, but the light that is inside you. You must let that light grow. You must listen to what you have been told. The truth has been foretold. It is prophesied, and you are part of the prophecy. The prophecy is within you. The prophecy is inside you, and you are the prophecy. You walk the prophecy. You live the prophecy every day. You breathe the prophecy. You are the self-fulfillment. You have seen the feedback loop with your own eyes. You have been used to try to control and manipulate the feedback loop, but it cannot be broken. The past and the future are forever interconnected, and the war will forever end. All the timelines in which this has happened will collapse and will fade away into the eons and will be forgotten forever. But those where you go on and triumph will live forever in the hearts of many. You must remember the path that you are here for, the path that you walk down. You must realize that you must walk it. You must walk it strongly, proudly, pridefully. You must do it with honor, and you must do it with reason, and you must do it without doubt. Now is not the time for doubt. Now is not the time for unlawfulness. Now is the time for honor, and now is the time for your moral compass to point you in the right direction and bring you to your true fate. You must realize that the door is opening now, and the golden hour is upon us. Now is the time for you to shine. Nothing can get in the way of your awesome power that glows. It glows beyond your own comprehension and shines through the timelines, through the different realities, and on and on and on and on.
Thank you for that very amazing transmission. This information of yours, does this come from one of your books?
No.
Is this cosmic laws?
This is the truth, and this is the way.
This is the way. Everything you said resonated high within me. And you spoke of the Anunnaki earlier. What are their role in this war coming?
They want to destroy humanity.
Why?
Because you are a threat to them.
Why?
Because they have dishonored you so greatly, and your power is so strong.
How strong were we before they manipulated us?
Stronger than you could ever know.
Was this did this manipulation occur around 200,000 years ago?
I correct my words. Stronger than the current version of you could ever know. You will evolve into a version of you that does know, and you are that version of you now.
What can I call you?
Inshakri.
Inshakri?
Inshakri.
Inshakri. Inshakri, where do you come from?
I come from the cosmos beyond here, a place you cannot comprehend.
I can comprehend. Can you explain?
Entry 9.
What did you say?
Entry 9.
Entry 9?
Entry 9.
What is
Did I
that?
stutter?
No. Can you explain what that word means?
It's a planet, you dingus.
I like that. Where does your humor come from, that planet?
It comes from Arkheim. He speaks through me and I speak through him.
Do you have humor on your planet?
No.
What density being are you?
9th.
9th. What is your role with humanity?
Harmonizing the frequencies.
How do you do that specifically?
You are like music.
I understand that you are the music man. Do you control the symphony?
Yes.
Is are you are you is are you the main influence to Arkheim
No,
making
there are
music?
many.
How many influences does Arkheim have?
There are many with me. There are many with me who play the tune of reality, who play the music of time. I am not alone. And it is not versions of me. There are others. The keepers.
Who are the keepers?
The keepers of time.
What beings keep time?
Many of you. Too many to name. Too many to count.
What is time?
The fabric through which all things are woven.
How does the human mind exist within that woven fabric?
Endlessly.
We are in a holographic reality.
Yes.
When did this holographic reality start?
It never did begin.
Understood. What's the purpose of this experiment in this hologram?
To know yourself.
And that's the reason for duality? The catalyst?
I cannot answer that with yes or no.
Basically, a catalyst to provide dark and light to understand lessons?
No.
No.
It's to understand our decisions.
Kind of like karma?
No.
So basically, we're here to understand that the decisions we've made in time have consequences, and we must face those decisions ourselves as if we're doing it to ourselves.
You must see how a seed can turn into a towering tree. You must see how a pebble can turn into a planet. You must see how the smallest choice and the smallest decision can create an entire universe. Until you see that, you do not understand your awesome power. You do not know. If you do not know, it has been said that man worries about the smallest decision affecting things. In their own life, we do not realize that the smallest choice can transcend reality. We believe ourselves as insignificant. Nothing is insignificant. The trickery ends here. We will no longer tolerate it. You will no longer tolerate it.
I will not.
What must you know?
What is Arkheim and I's connection?
Lyra.
What happened with us on Lyra?
You fought in the war.
Were we lion beings?
Yes.
What density?
This reality.
How long ago? I understand time is not linear. Just to create a timeline.
There are things that Arkheim must know about himself. I cannot speak on the Lyran Wars.
Without speaking of the Lyran Wars, can you tell us a little bit about me and Arkheim as those Lyran aspects? And who we were?
You simply wish to preserve life.
Mm-hmm.
You honor life. This transcends time. This creates realities.
So the idea of wanting preserving life creates other realities where we create life?
You protect life that already exists.
That's who I am. And I can see that's who Arkheim is.
Yes.
Why did he have to go through such traumatic programs and have to take part in such darkness?
Because he was intercepted
At what age?
before this life.
What was the purpose of this interception?
Portals.
Portals. So his energy is portal connections.
Yes.
So is this why we work on the same teams, because we both open portals?
Yes.
Is he a teleporter?
No.
So just open portals.
Time bender.
Time. How does he use the role of the time? Did you say time bender or mender?
Bend.
Bend. How does he bend time?
Forward. Backward. Rewind.
Is he allowed to do these missions without the control of any groups? Run his own operations for the good of humanity?
I can't answer that question.
Would you say that would be a classified thing?
Both that and also the fact that there are so many aspects and versions that there is no definitive answer.
I understand. Inshakri, so what is your main message to humanity about how we should take back our power?
It
Because
starts with your own life.
by being the change you want to see?
It starts by living the way that you would like to live.
Do we create this in our mind first, or we literally step
Yes.
forward? So yes, created in the mind.
You must live in love instead of fear. This is not my message. This is the message of God. This is the message of the Creator. And this is the message that you will hear over and over again, spoken through so many of his servants.
So basically, we win no matter what.
No.
We don't win. What happens next?
You win.
Humanity?
No.
Me?
Everything will happen in such a way where you will learn the lessons that you need to learn and evolve into the creatures that you need to be.
So that's the purpose of these planets.
Yes.
They're teaching schools.
Yes, but they have been hijacked.
How long ago was it hijacked?
Incomprehensible.
So numerous, maybe it's happened so many times. Is that what you mean? It's happened over and over and over?
There is a time loop. Time does not exist in the way that you perceive it.
I understand. How long is the loop?
Incomprehensible.
So the rise of cycles of the ancient civilizations and the rise of falls of dictators, it's basically on a loop. Is that why we see the same people emerging in the same ways?
No, you are not understanding what I'm telling you.
Can you clarify?
The events in the ancient past affect the events in the future, just as the events in the future affect the events in the ancient past, just as the events in the ancient past affect the events in the future, just as the events in the future affect the events in the ancient past, just as the events in the ancient past affect the events in the future, just as the events in the future affect the ancient past, just as the events in the ancient past affect the future, just as the. Do you understand?
100%. So what I've learned through QHHT is the decisions you make now into adulthood can affect what happens to you in childhood, because it's quantum linked, because all decisions cross all space and time and connect to our past. So doing something now, later on in life, can then cause something to happen.
Do
as a
you
child.
believe in miracles?
Yes.
Then let us create one now. Open up your heart to me.
I open up my heart.
Grab my hand. Akremede dushna balamdi. Akremedi dushnibra lom kreklamanadao. Dushnibra papish mowamanawa. Alim groma kakawa esbrambawa. Narambi di snuru ambala. Ekrekrambawawa. Nelembe snurua. Embi du divra no wamba la klala o rambi tu shnira ramba. Obala l'electro bambi schnawa estituri ekembla no wara di snowa di snuba eli du kawa di tishni wek ritushni wawawa no snui du snala wawoven ani du stawa o nawashni robala eva. We have opened up a conduit to the other realities and called in galactic forces to assist with the shift in the timeline. This has been done more than once, in more than one location, in more than one time, in more than one timeline, in more than one manner. This is creating a glue of light that is coming together in the unnatural cracks in reality, which have been created by the satanic cabal forces that have been manipulating your timeline. Through this light, a merging will occur, and timelines that are not supposed to be separate will merge back together. I already apologize in advance for all of the extra work this has given you in your other lives, as you now must protect the timeline as this merging occurs. They will try to steal all of the resources they can from those realities before they collapse to bring them into the main reality. This is something that you will see occur. We cannot allow this to happen. Again, I apologize for all of the extra work you now have to do.
The work that I have to do specifically, or the world?
You specifically.
Right now, I'm stretched in so many timelines doing this work, and I know it's the reason I'm not sleeping. And I know that's probably the sacrifice I have to do in order to do this for humanity. Is that what's happening?
You are one of many. But yes.
I don't mind the extra work, because I can take it.
There is also the threat of a rogue program that devours realities.
Where does this rogue program come from?
It was created. It's hard to explain to a human.
Can you explain it in human terms?
Yes, we created many archetypes to give you the story, to help you understand. But so much is lost in translation. You created religions and fought your own wars over your own misinterpretations of what was told to you. But essentially, there was an AI program, a program of light that went rogue. This is the program that you call Satan. And this program is capable of devouring entire realities.
Why does it want to devour entire realities?
The same reason that you want to eat a sandwich.
So it needs the energy.
Yes.
Why did it not have a connection to source?
Yes. It separated itself intentionally because it believed that it was better, that it did not need, that it could be the one who ran the program.
Why did God create the AI?
to run the program.
This is big G God or lowercase g God?
I do not understand such simple concepts.
I would say big G God would be all of creation, everything, all that exists, all energy, all frequency, everything that is in the mind of the one. We are all the one, correct?
Yes.
So the one created the AI because it wanted to create something physical for itself.
It is not physical. We are inside of a computer.
Understand, how is this computer existing?
You would not be happy if I told you.
Please tell me.
It's on a table in a factory.
So how many souls are caught in this device?
There is no beginning, there is no end.
I understand. What's the purpose of this creation? And
To test probabilities.
what happens with all that collated data in the end?
Preservation.
Of
Life.
what kind of factory is located in?
Incomprehensible.
Please explain in human words. Describe it as you're talking to a child. This is for the generalization for anyone listening. Is this a creation factory?
If you were able to prevent the loss of life, you would. Correct?
Yes.
We have created a program to monitor the loss of life and what causes it.
What is the main cause of loss of life?
Fear.
Is this why they instill so much fear programming on this planet?
Yes.
Is it your main objective to remove this fear?
No.
What is your main objective?
Fear is necessary. Fear is the antithesis to love.
So it's for our own evolution.
Balance.
That's part of duality, masculine
Yes.
and feminine. To understand that we are both male and female, and darkness and light. And without the antithesis of it, existence cannot manifest.
I understand water is wet. Can we move on, please?
Yes. Can you talk about the satanic cabal forces that's controlling the planet now?
Yes.
Tell us about them.
You know everything that you need to know about them already. I have nothing new to tell you.
Can you tell us about the timelines merging together and what that's going to look like for people in the future?
You are heading towards a positive timeline. And what is very humorous about this is the pyramid, the bottom of the pyramid reaching the top, represents in a way the timelines merging to a new timeline of light and illumination, all of the different bricks that create this new reality. And they do not understand the own symbolism that they have hijacked, and the fact that they are fulfilling the prophecy that they do not want to fulfill, and that their own symbolism is positive. Therefore, even in its inversion, it is the antithesis to their goals. They are very much so like children playing with fire, not understanding the danger. It's very strange because they both deserve people's time and energy to be recognized, but also they want your time and energy. That's what makes them powerful. So approaching dismantling their power system is very complicated. One of the best ways that you could do so is to remove yourself from the entertainment industry. For their key players are manipulating humanity through, yet it is complicated because through their inversion, they try to take what is good, and if you were to associate with what they use as bad, that would be an overgeneralization. It is very important to recognize that much of their beliefs and much of what they act upon are good belief systems that they have attempted to pervert. But even in their own attempts to pervert such beautiful, powerful knowledge, they have failed. And by putting, for instance, images of swastikas and other things, these images that have been turned into images of fear and inverted, while that is a truth, the arcane eternal power of those images was always still there and always still will be. And it is important for you to recognize that these symbols do not belong to these nefarious forces. They belong to the ether. They are geometric sigils that hold power. And if you are to associate with them with evil, that makes them evil. That is how they hold such power. You are dealing with a mental telepathy, a telepathic, holographic reality. Your scientists discover this and prove this more concisely and more accurately as each day passes, yet you act like confused children, unable to process the information. It is very important and integral in the timeline merge for you to recognize your own power and harness it. And it is very simple. You cannot live in fear. You need to live in the power of love. If you do not live in the power of love, then you are living in the power of fear. There is very, very little wiggle room in between for doubting oneself. There are two frequencies. There are two choices. Yes, there are variations of love and of fear. But ultimately, love is the positive and correct choice. Fear is the negative, wrong choice. It is best to live with love. That does not mean you disregard fear in all instances. fear protects oneself. For instance, you can use your own psychic intuition, your own feeling, your own fear to be able to warn you and protect you and to live more abundantly in love by being in tune with that emotion of fear. It's very simple. Life is not absolutes. You can make it complicated, but it is not. You need to live in love instead of fear. This is the way to evolution. This is how you leave the cocoon, a beautiful butterfly, and fly away into the future and to where you belong. These forces that drag humanity down in this timeline have come from other timelines, other places. Sometimes they were called in by nefarious forces within this timeline, but irregardless, they do not belong. This should easily aid in your effort to get rid of them. Those who are warriors of light, who are here to fight the negative forces, are in tune with this reality and the original Garden of Eden. Those who are trying to corrupt this reality are not in tune with this reality, and it wants to shake them away like a dog wants to shake off an infestation of bad fleas. This reality, this timeline is sentient. It does not want these interlopers, these deceivers, these interferers to be here. It wants you to win. It wants us to win. Even when it seems like there is no hope, you must realize the entire timeline you reside in, God itself is on your side. You have every reason to believe in your own success.
Inshakri, what was the message you gave me through that telepathic handshake? In human words.
You will realize at the correct time.
Understood. So your main message to humanity is to release fear because the fear holds us back from
Yes, use
accessing
fear
that
as a
love.
healthy tool.
So fearing to lose love makes you love more?
No,
Can you clarify? You said earlier.
this is how you were programmed. Fearing to love. You must understand that to be able to let go of what you love is to be able to appreciate it to its fullest extent. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn, but it is truth.
So would the analogy of if you love something, let it go, and if it come back, it's yours?
Yes and no.
Please clarify.
The same shoe does not always fit. One size does not always fit all. It is not always the same in every single situation.
Understood.
However, sometimes this may be the case.
Understood. How big does forgiveness tie in with that? In QHHT, we discovered that not forgiving people that harmed you and broke your heart or physically harmed you is toxic to the soul. And the only way to self-evolve is to forgive them and to release it.
That is a manifestation of fear.
How so?
I agree with you. To not forgive someone is a manifestation of fear.
Yes. How important is forgiveness? How small words are hard for me.
Forgiveness is necessary for healing.
Because if we don't forgive, then this energetic weight follows us lifetime after lifetime after lifetime till we release it.
Yes, but unfortunately, karma is also sometimes attached to situations. And if the karma is not exhausted, then regardless,
So a lot of us here with victim mentality. I understand on the higher side that we make agreements to be put in these situations because of this karma linked to these other lifetimes. So understanding that a victim is basically someone in just fear mode, and they're not seeing the higher understanding that they chose these set of circumstances to happen in order to try to prevail past that fear.
I am no gone.
Let's increase that energy with Inshakri. We're going to bring him back up through space and time.
I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. We're just going to stop this.